This is my third video related to heating effect of electric current. In this video, I will discuss some practical application of heating effect of electric current in our day-to-day life. Let us start with some common electrical gadgets that we use in our home, like electric iron, toaster, geyser, and etc. What is common in these electrical gadgets? All the electrical gadgets have one thing common, and that is the heating coil or the heating element that is commonly made up of nichrome. As the name suggests, nichrome is an alloy of nickel and chromium. Nichrome has high resistance and high melting point. And we know that heat energy is directly proportional to the resistance. More is the resistance, more is the heat energy generated. And when the electric current passes through the heating element we know that has high resistance that converts large amount of electric energy into heat energy. And the second very important property of the nichrome wire is that its melting point is also very high, and because of this property the wire does not melt even at high temperature, and the electrical gadget work very smoothly. And one another very common device that we all know is the safety fuse, that is made up of the element or the alloy which has high resistance and low melting point. One of the very common alloy which is made up of tin and lead is used for making fuse wire. Fuse wire has very high resistance and low melting point. And when the electric current passes through the circuit or the gadget more than the permitted limit, more amount of heat energy is generated, because we know that heat is directly proportional to the resistance. And we also know that melting point of the fuse wire is low, so the fuse wire melts and the circuit or the gadget is protected. And another very common example is the electric bulb. I am talking about the bulb which was invented by Edison and the group. It has filament in it that is made up of tungsten. Tungsten also has some special properties because of which it is used for making the filament. The first very important property that it has very high melting point of 3380 degrees centigrade. Secondly, it is very flexible. Thirdly, its rate of evaporation is very low even at high temperature. So when the current passes through the filament, the electric energy is converted into heat energy, and the temperature of the filament raises, as a result of which it becomes heated and start emitting light. And as I already told you, the bulb which we are talking is the Edison's bulb. It has a glass casing in which the filament is there, and it is also filled with the very inert gases like argon and nitrogen, or both. Since they are very inert and inactive, they even do not react when the temperature of the filament raises to about 2500 degrees centigrade. In the place of these inert gases, if we would have filled the bulb with the air, then what situation would have arrived? Obviously, when the filaments gets heated, it may catch fire, and obviously that is not desirable. So because of these reasons, the gas filled in the bulb is the inactive or the inert argon or the nitrogen or both. Now students, in these applications, we are purposely converting the electric energy into heat energy. Here this conversion is desirable because this change is used in the gadget, and these gadgets are making our life comfortable and smooth. So these actually, sometimes we see that the conversion is useful and sometimes wasteful. But here the conversion of electric energy into heat energy is useful conversion because it is used in the electrical gadgets, and that gadgets are making our life smooth. That's all. Thank you.